Hello, this is going to be a video for the sign of Pisces. I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it here. Let's move some of this stuff around because I'm actually feeling a little bit disorganized, even though I was completely content like 3 seconds ago with how everything was. So I actually want that there. This is so weird, I don't typically get like this. So for you guys Pisces, I feel like it's really important right now that you guys are like on the cusp of like a major like epiphany moment, awakening, like shift. Like there's something coming in from like a higher dimension that's coming directly towards you. You could be dealing with new beginnings. Like, you could be, like, something's going to transition, like, immediately. Like, you're going to step into something and it's going to be immediate. Or something's going to be immediate. When you figure out what it is, like, you're going to know. But, like, the thing is that, like, you're going to have to go within in order to find this. Like, you're going to actually have to do some digging within yourself in order to figure out whatever it is that this is. And I know that that's extremely vague, and a lot of you guys might be like, I don't know what this is. But it's like kind of one of those things where you have to quiet your own mind. You have to like center yourself in order to like hear the messages that are coming through for you. Because again, this is just a general reading. So not everything's gonna resonate with everyone. It's literally impossible. Either you or somebody who you're connecting with is wanting to communicate something. There's either something that you want to communicate to somebody, or someone wants to communicate to you. Could be at a distance. There's some type of like timely, see, wow, look at what card popped out. Message in a bottle. So right off the bat, that's like some type of spiritual message that's coming directly towards you, or could even be just general communication. There's definitely some type of communication that's coming towards you. Sorry, I just have to pick this little candle up that I left on the ground. Not like a lit candle, it's a glass candle. So that my dog doesn't step on it, because I have a feeling he's going to get off my bed and come and sit over here, which he might. He might not. So anyway, back to what I was saying. You guys you're going to get some type of message that's going to come through. It could even be intuitively. Like, you could be getting an intuitive message. You could be moving forward from something. You could be getting, like, an intuitive message to move forward about something that you are stuck on. Something that has had you kind of in a cycle or, like, in a loop of things. Either way, this card is a definite sign of communication. It's very spontaneous, too. And, like, this also signifies, like, good luck coming towards you as well. So, also, if you're trying to connect deeper with your spirit guides and you're trying to, like, find signs, or you're trying to, like, just connect that relationship deeper, you're going to get some type of symbolic sign. And remember, like, Spirit's not going to, like, call you up on the phone and be like, hey, I'm connecting with you. Like, it's literally not going to be like that. It's going to be signs and symbols and synchronicities. And it's going to be things that you identify. So this also is really talking about becoming fluid with the language of symbols, and also with like the things that you see, the synchronicities that you see, just becoming fluid with it. You might see like a bird, it might like stick out to you, like look up the meaning of that bird. You might see like a random billboard that you've never noticed before, but for whatever reason you just happen to look at it and you're like, wow, that's may or may not be coincidental. 9 times out of 10 it's kind of like it's like a red flag. Like, I'm being pulled to that, what is that movie with Jim Carrey in it? Is it Bruce Almighty? where he's like driving down the road and he's like having a breakdown and he's like, I just need a sign, and then like he pulls behind like a truck that has a bunch of signs in it that say like caution and all kinds of stuff. Like, it's kind of like that. Like, that's literally the scene that I keep getting pulled to. Also, like, make sure that you're paying attention to like the communication that you're getting from other people, because like somebody might say something to you that actually sparks something inside of you. So somebody might actually do a favor for you. You might receive positive news. You might get a letter in the mail or a phone call or like an email from someone who you haven't talked to in a while. My throat chakra is opening right now, so it's kind of like maybe this person has been wanting to tell you something or has been wanting to communicate with you, or you have been wanting to communicate with them. And don't mind my giant stuffed animals that I have here, because they're kind of more for my dogs than they are for me, because my dogs love super plush things. So I don't know why I felt the need to mention that, but maybe you're dealing with somebody who like enjoys like really plush, soft objects, soft blankets, soft stuffed animals. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, you know what I mean? Like, somebody enjoys like really soft things. Like, I'm getting even pulled to like the little thing that I'm wearing that's like super super soft, because I like was kind of cold before I started this. So you might be dealing with somebody who really likes soft plush things. I don't know why, but Taurus just popped in my head. Like, you could be dealing with a Taurus. I don't know if that's a thing. Oh my gosh. And then I actually just saw, I'm sitting by a window and a bird literally just went right in front of my window when I said that. So somebody could be traveling from a distance, or just a message could be coming in from a distance. It's somebody who's watching you, somebody who definitely interacts with you, who you probably already know, but maybe haven't talked to in a while. You're on target with where you're going, with what your purpose is and what your passion is, so it's time to just dedicate your energy and just really dive in deep. Don't lose focus on what your goals are. Make sure that you're not refusing to acknowledge anything either. Like, make sure that you're paying attention to everything. Because you might be getting signs that you just don't want to see. So just make sure that like you're paying attention and like actually picking up on like what you should be picking up on. And also, I know it's like kind of like a double-edged sword, but don't read too far into it, because signs are signs, and they're that. You see what I'm saying? So if like remember what you're thinking about in the moment when you see it. Remember what you're doing in the moment when you see it. If you can, just remember what it is that you're thinking about when you see those synchronicities or those signs, because there's a huge emphasis on that. And also there's an emphasis on the number 6. Now that could be moving forward, that could be whatever the case may be. You could even have a life path number 6, really. So then we have the Poised card. So it's like you're in a position right now where like you might have a strong gust of wind that comes through that tries to like knock you down. And I don't mean that in like a negative way. I mean like you're like standing high as a statue. Like you're very balanced with whatever you're doing, even though you're not even touching the ground. But just be careful of like something coming through trying to like blow that over, or trying to like push you off of your pedestal. And I don't mean to make that sound like, oh, you're putting yourself on a pedestal. No, like the person on this card is actually like above this little pedestal here, and they're very graceful with what they're doing. And I just keep getting pulled to like a strong gust of wind coming through that might kind of shake that foundation up a little bit. But other than that, you're very graceful at whatever it is that you're doing, and you're minding your own business while you're doing it. And I think that that is super important, because I feel like this is a time right now for you to just really, really dive in deep with yourself and focus on what it is that you're doing. Like, don't worry about what anybody else is doing. Don't invite anybody over into your space. Like, just do what it is that you do. Like, self-care 150%. So this is also talking about there's a readiness to this. Like, you're ready to receive some type of message. Like, she has her arms out in the open and she has the stars in her hands. And it's like she's open to the messages that come through. And now just because I say she doesn't mean that you can't be a he. It's just, the picture on the card. So, don't get stuck on that. This is something very delicate too. Very, very delicate. Something bringing into something of the light. Like something being brought to the light. And also being very confident at what you do. There's a lot of confidence in this card. You're basically, like, what I'm seeing here is that whatever's coming in, you're ready. Like, you're open, you're receptive, you're ready. You might not be totally grounded, but you kind of are grounded because you have a very strong foundation, but it's not a very big one. So just be careful, because whatever foundation that you do have that has started, it's a firm foundation, but you have to plant your feet on the ground. See what I'm saying? You might have actually come into a place of like wisdom and knowledge. I don't know if you've been researching something new or if you've been diving into something new. It's like a new phase in your life about to begin. People might even be responding to your confidence and just being more attracted to you. Like you're pulling in a lot more attraction because you're radiating a confidence and like a power that is very attractive to, people who connect with that. When you're confident, when you're happy with yourself, you're actually ready for a more deeper and more intimate relationship with other people. So the more confidence that you have within yourself, the more that you're going to attract people who are real and authentic, believe it or not. It's kind of hard to like see it from that perspective because a lot of people get caught up in the cycles and stuff, but it's actually very important to love yourself first and to exude that confidence that you wish to gain from somebody else. Like being a mirror, like people are mirror images of you in a way. So whomever you're attracting into your life, pay attention to what it is that they're bringing to the table, because there's some type of a reflection that's going on. This is also about being yourself entirely, like just being yourself completely to the max, like embracing yourself for who you are, embracing the energy that you're in, being happy with where you're at, being content with where you're at. You have everything that you need in this moment to start to build something concrete. You have every moment. I knew he was going to get up and come over here at some point. Hey, buddy. Hey. You might feel even more drawn to animals during this time. You never know. You never know. You're moving in a very positive direction, despite how you might feel. It's like your soul is starting to take the lead. You're starting to listen to your soul with whatever it is that you're being guided towards. It's like your soul is finally stepping in and taking control of whatever decision you're making or whatever you're feeling. You're allowing that decision to be made within yourself, which is beautiful. I just like forgot how to like shuffle for a minute. I don't know. That's like symbolic in some way, shape, or form. I mean, maybe you forgot something that you know how to do, but like it just isn't coming to you right now. There's some type of a blockage that they want me to pick up on right now, and it has to do with like creative energy. So if you are like an artist or a musician or a writer and you're experiencing like some type of a creative block, like obviously it's going to let loose, but there's something that's blocking that flow of energy and like kind of making you feel like you forget like how to do it. You're like, oh my god, how could I forget how to draw? How could I forget how to paint? How could I forget to write? How could I forget how to write lyrics? Or how could I forget how to write a poem? Like there's something that's blocking that creative flow that needs to be addressed within yourself, and I feel that it might be something that's weighing down on you that you might be carrying. Like you might be carrying unnecessary baggage or like unnecessary stress that might not be yours, whether it be in a family situation or like interpersonal relationships even. And it's like, how could you forget how to shuffle the deck? Like I literally like, but that's so important. It's so symbolic. There's something that you do on a consistent basis that you're going to get a blockage with. And I hate to say it if you haven't already experienced it, but it's only a matter of time before it hits you. But don't get frustrated. Just let it happen. Try and sit with yourself. Try and just figure out what the root of it is. Is it stress? Is it, too many distractions? Is it should you be focusing on something else? There's some type of an emphasis here. I'm also being pulled to reading, so like you might want to start reading about something, maybe reading a novel, reading some book that intrigues your mind, but also allows you to like kind of gain. There's something about using your brain to envision something, but it's in the process of reading, like using your imagination even, something like that. So you have blossoming abundance, so that's clear as day. You're following, like, this is mind, body, spirit. You have a 3 here. So along with the 6, you're moving forward with something because you're following your intuition. You're stepping into a lot of abundance, being very comfortable. Something, I'm sorry if that was loud. Something with an owl and a butterfly. And what are these flowers? Are like black-eyed Susans, I think is what they're called. That might be very symbolic for somebody because I felt like I needed to like mention it. Oof. Who are you guys meeting? Who are you meeting? I don't know why I just got so giggly. Like, I normally don't get this excited. I don't know what the hell this is. Oh my god. Hold on. Okay. Oh my god. I don't know what that was. That was really crazy. And my heart... Okay, hold on. My heart just, like, fluttered. So, like, your heart chakra might open, but somebody's coming towards you. Like, you're coming in contact with some type of an energy. They're very powerful. They're very strong. They're very stable. They're very secure. They have something that they want to offer you that will lead to some type of abundance. We have the man holding a coin. Let me hold it like that. And then we have blossoming abundance. And it's like this gentleman is looking directly at you like, oh, I see you. Like, somebody's watching you. Like, if you haven't been on social media a whole lot, like, somebody notices. Like, if you're typically somebody who, like, keeps your story updated or whatever the case may be, like, you might not post a whole lot, but, like, you keep your story updated, like, this person's watching you. They're watching your story, they're watching your profile, not in a creepy way, but they're, like, plotting. And this could be where this message comes through because you're exuding some type of confidence, and either this is your energy coming in with something stable where you're like stepping into like this like King of Pentacles type of energy where you're like, I'm stable, I'm secure, I got what I need in my life to offer something to somebody. Like, I have abundance around me. Like, you're stepping into like an abundant mindset, or you're actually aligning and coming into contact with an earth sign energy who it has been watching you from a distance, and the confidence that you've been glowing with has brought in this energy because you've been just like radiating. Like, I just see like this radiating. Like, you might be somebody who's actually in the spotlight. You might be somebody who has a lot of attention around them, who gets a lot of attention on social media, or maybe that's how this person perceives you. But it's like they see you. Like, believe me when I say this person sees you. They're watching you. They have something that they want to offer. But there's a message that might come through. Ow, my head. Oh my god, I just got weird pain in my head. You guys might actually have some type of like a... like, it's how... Like, I hate to say this because I don't know how to explain it. Like, you guys might actually have like a telepathic message. Like, this is gonna sound like insane, but like, you might like have the type of connection with this person where you could be like scrolling on like Instagram or something, and like you happen to click on their profile and you're just kind of like looking because you're like, oh, I'm just gonna look at their stuff. Like, I just saw 1818 on the clock when I said that. Like, you could be like scrolling on this person's account, and then like you like look at like one of their pictures, or like you know pop up on your feed or whatever, and literally like as soon as their profile opens, this person like messages you because like you guys are both thinking about each other in that moment, or like you might be picking up on their energy. And like, those of you who understand will understand what I'm talking about, but others of you might not understand that at all. But it's like a telepathic bond where you could be thinking about this person and they could message you, or like you could have a dream about this person and like all of a sudden you hear from them. But there's something that it's like a telepathic like mental connection that you guys have, like beyond physical. Like, it's like you could think about them and then like they hit you up or something like that. Like, it's some type of bond. But I'm also getting on the opposite end of that this person might try to hold back. Like, you could like think about them and be like, oh, they don't text me all the time though, or they don't hit me up all the time. This person's like fighting themselves not to reach out. Like, this person honestly might be a Taurus, or they might be a Capricorn, or because like this person, and no offense, but Virgo, at least my experiences with Virgos, they're more likely to reach out if they have something to say, depending on where their placements are, obviously, and everybody's different, so everybody's uniquely themselves. And this is a generalized reading, but this is the energy that I'm picking up on. So this is more like stubborn, like I'll talk when I want to talk. Why do I have to think about this all the time? Like this person took a long time to understand the connection, because they see the abundance, but they're like, do I want to make this move? Because I know if I make this move, it's going to change the dynamics of things. Because you're out here like living your best life. Like you might not even realize that this is coming in. You might not even realize who the hell I'm talking about. And you're like, what the fuck is this? Give it a little bit of time, because somebody might roll back around and they're like, who are you? like why do you keep doing this? Not saying that it's like your fault or anything, but it's like your energy is very alluring to them, and so they can't, like, there's like a resistance, or like they can't resist something. Like, what you guys doing? Like, what the hell? But a lot of attraction. But this person has a lot of stuff that they want to say, but they have the cap on the bottle. And see, that's kind of significant, is that they have the cap on the bottle. And if the bottle was open, it would be like flowing messages. But see, they're capping something off. There's something that they're withholding from saying in the current moment, because they might not feel that it's the right time. Because it's like somebody's been watching you build a foundation. Somebody's been watching you get stable. Somebody's been watching you basically go through the come up. Like, somebody's been watching you grow, be successful, like basically get your groove back. Like, I don't know if you've known this person for a very long time, but they've been keeping tabs on you and like watching your growth, and not in like a creepy way. Like, this person really admires you. Like, they admire your growth, they admire your confidence, they admire your stability, they admire your determination, they admire your fierceness. Like, all these words are coming to me, and it's like, this is how this person feels about you, but they might not be telling you it right now. Like you might not know that, because this person's just like watching from a distance, and they're like, oh, like, shit, like, wow, like, look at her go, or look at him go. Like, they are getting shit done. Like, this person sees you as somebody who is just like a star. Like, honestly, in their eyes, they just see you as a star of like your own show. Like, you are the star of your own show to this person. And I don't mean that in a selfish way. Like, this person really genuinely admires everything that you do, and they can see abundance with you. And then I kind of get pulled back to that owl, where it's like at nighttime, like the owls come out at night, and I don't really actually know if owls come out at night, because I'm sure that you see owls during the daytime, but the image that I'm seeing is like an owl at night sitting on a tree branch, but like watching, observing. Like, that's kind of how I see it. This person just might be a night owl. Make sure that whatever messages come through, like, aren't like drunk messages. There's an emphasis on that. Like, or maybe somebody just has a tendency to drink, and like the more that they drink, the more likely it is for them to reach out, because maybe if they weren't drinking, it wouldn't be that way. But see, that kind of makes me feel 50-50, because it's like, what confidence do you have when you're drinking to say something versus when you're sober and say something? Like, that's kind of my buffer zone on that. It's like, if you're not going to come at me sober, then don't come at me at all. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like you already have that attitude of like, if you're not going to come correct, then don't come at all. And I feel like that person knows that, because they have a 3 too, and they also have a 7. And 7s aren't bad. Sevens really aren't bad, especially with the man holding a coin. Like, this could be like a new partnership, a new friendship. This could be someone new too, who like hasn't really reached out to you, but they're like watching you, and they're like, wow, this person's like just out here killing it. Like, they could like just admire you from a distance. We also have storm warning. See, I kind of felt that like windy type of energy of just like that wind coming through. So there's some type of a completion. Maybe it's on them, where it's like they have to go through this, or like they're bringing this to you, and it kind of shakes up your foundations. Because the same pedestal that this card is sitting on, that same platform that she's above right now, is the same type of platforms that are in the storm warning card. So you might be the recipient of whatever this is that this person brings towards you. So let's go a little bit farther. Oh, this is communication. This is just gonna like rock your world, basically. This is something that's gonna take you by surprise. Like, I shouldn't say it so dramatic, but I'm kind of dramatic. I can't really help it. This person is bringing some type of communication. Yeah, they're bringing you some type of communication. And again, Taurus rules the throat chakra, so there's a strong Taurus here. And this person like might not even know how to communicate, but it's like whatever communication they're bringing to you, it's like, like, like I don't know how to handle this, like, and I just got hot, like I'm sweating, like I'm actually sweating, and I was so cold right before I started this. This person, because like I'm a very strong empath, so like whenever I feel energies like this, I'm like, obviously this ain't me. Like, this is somebody's anxiety. This is somebody like cold sweats, but not like the bad cold sweats. Like, this is like anxious cold sweats. Like, I'm about to see this person. I'm about to communicate with this person. Like, what is their reaction going to be? What are they going to say to me? Like that type of like an anxiety. And I don't know why I'm hearing this, but it sounds like a song lyric. But it's like, that you never thought I'd come back around. I don't know what that means. I know it's a song lyric. I just can't think of what song that is. This person has a strong energy. I don't know if, like, when you guys, like, see each other, like, you're gonna just be, like, kind of clammy, or, like, they're gonna be kind of clammy. But, like, there's gonna be, like, a physiological response. Like, you might, like, I don't know, like, you might have, like, shaky hands, even. Or, like, I don't know what this means. Like, I'm just, like, kind of, like, giddy. Like, like, I don't know, like, hyperactivity. ADHD, not being able to keep my mind on like one path. Like, I'm all over the place. This person might just be all over the place right now mentally. Like, mentally they're all over the place, kind of like my deck right now. All over the place. Like, can't even shuffle correctly. Won't, like, I can't even like get my cards to like go together, like, and they're fine, like they're cleansed, so like they're good. I know that, but it's like proving a point. And it's like this person, yeah, like there's something that this person is just like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe they're afraid of your reaction. Maybe it didn't go so good in the past. There's harsh communication. Maybe not so much harsh, but like this person's definitely at a distance, because you have like fields over here and then you have mountains and valleys. So somebody's at a distance. But they see some type of future, or you see some type of future. Now, if you're not connecting with anybody, this is you stepping into your own powerful energy of just being like, I'm going to take control of this situation. I'm going to ground what it is I need to ground. And there's going to be a little bit of chaos in the midst of it, but they're saying have confidence through it, and speak your opinion. Like, voice yourself. Speak your truth. Especially when it comes to your own abundance. Like, speak your truth about something. You have the Lover's card. Right over blossoming abundance. This is a decision. My throat chakra is doing some funky stuff. You could have invested in the past, or like you thought that it wasn't worth it or something, or maybe somebody didn't invest in the past. Like, you could have offered something to somebody and they like turned it down. Or vice versa, like you turned it down. Somebody wants something stable. They're going to communicate it. It's here. Devil just flew out, but it almost didn't want to. There's a heavy, heavy attraction here. You're either dealing with somebody who's very good at business, like they're very, 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 very good with business. Like, this person is good. They know what they're doing. They have a hold over like the material aspect and like material realm. Like they know how to like work with the element of material. Like this person is definitely got to be an earth sign. Because there's just so much of an emphasis on like Taurus Capricorn right now. There is Gemini on the board, but it's not as strong as this earth. Like this person might have Gemini in their chart, but really it's this person's making a decision. They've made a decision. There's major, major, major attraction to whatever this is. And I could just be talking about you, and you could be going after something where it's like you're stepping into business and you're going after it. Like you're making a decision to go after it. And you're like, this is it. I'm doing it. And it's like, I almost said the F word, but it's like, I'm like, you're getting aggressive with it, which is actually good, because it's like that you have that grit, that fire, that passion. Because like to be in business, I'm sorry, but you have to have grit. Like you have to have grit to be in business. It's just a dog-eat-dog world. And I don't know why I felt like I had to mention that, but it's like a lot of people who don't make it in business, like, emotionally can't handle it, and it's because it takes a lot of I almost just said it takes a lot of hours, which it does. It takes a lot of hours, takes a lot of discipline, takes a lot of strategy. It takes a lot of like being burned a couple times to like really get the right connections, and like learning hard lessons. And honestly, business is just it's not easy like people say it is. Sometimes it comes really naturally to people and they make it look easy. But the thing that's not easy is the emotional tax it takes, and the tax that it could take like with family situations, because like you could have somebody who will dedicate themselves so hard to their career, but they might lack in the family aspect. Like they might lack with emotions because they're so dedicated to their work that they almost forget, like, oh wait, I have to balance this out. And it's not to say that they're a bad person. It's just like, this is how this person would operate. Like this person would know how to hold down a business and like keep it going and be very successful at it, but they might not know how to communicate with their emotions, because it's like to them, like they're like, okay, well I can do this, but like why can't I figure this out? Like I don't know how to like I hope that this is making sense. Because you're dealing with somebody who's very intelligent, like very, very smart with what they with what they do. Like they're good with like, this is somebody who's good with the paperwork, good with like the background information. Like this would be like the polar opposite to like your energy, where like you would be like the creative one, and then this person would be like the analytical one. Like you would be the creator, and they would be the person who brings it to the surface and actually gets it on the ground and gets it moving. Like this is like a really good pair in my opinion, because this is somebody who can bring out the good in the creative energies that you carry, and vice versa. Like you can bring this out of that person and they can bring something out of you, which is actually very positive, especially with the Lovers and the Devil card right next to each other. But be careful that like lust and shit like that doesn't like overpower your thinking, because there's something that you have to take slow. Tower card with the 5 of Pentacles just came out, but again, that was too many cards. But maybe this person felt left out in the cold in the past. Somebody really likes to garden, and that could be you or the person that you're connecting with. Like there's something about like land, nurturing the land, giving back to the land, traveling. They are not giving me any more cards. There must be something else I'm not picking up on here. Give me 1 second. You're learning, there's something here, learning how to balance something out. It's like balancing out your own positive and negatives, like balancing out the own devil within yourself, like being able to balance out the devil within yourself, but this person also mirroring that back at you. This person could have a tendency, like when it's good, but when it's bad, it could be a little bit rough. See what I'm saying? Because this person could bring stuff out if it's not dealt with properly. And I think that's why they're saying to like slow down, because if you rush into this situation, it might be a little catastrophic. But if you take your time and communicate clearly, it could be very, very, very positive. Moon card here. Very strong Cancer energy with this. Something's being revealed. Something about dogs too. Like either like they have 2 dogs, or like you're going to be working with animals, or dogs also represent loyalty and like family loyalty. So maybe this person like really has an emphasis on like that kind of type of energy. This person's very emotional, but they're not like very emotional, but like they're very deep. They have a depth to them. Things affect them deeper than you probably realize, or they feel deeper than what they realize. Something's also not, it hasn't been revealed, it's not clear to you, and it's also over top of the storm warning card, so it's like this could be like a tower moment that comes in that you don't see coming. Because the moon card is like secrets and mysteries and things that haven't been revealed yet, and yada yada yada. So it's like I keep getting pulled to, there's something that happened over this full moon cycle. Like something just dropped, something revealed itself. Somebody let something go. And it's kind of, it's helping this. I know, it's like very, very cryptic. I'm sorry. It's just the best I can do right now. There's something that they are not wanting to communicate. Ooh, I don't know if you guys heard that, but damn. Like there's something like does not want to come out yet. Or this is saying like this is like a secret, this is a surprise. Especially with the message in the bottle card, like this is some type of a surprise. Secret. Like haven't communicated it yet. You have a 5 of Wands, the Ace of Cups. Oh boy. Somebody feels okay. My phone hasn't gone off all day, but as soon as I sit down and do a video, it just wants to be loud. I'm sorry. And it's across the room, so it's like I gotta finish this before I get up and do it, because I'm just that type of person. I'm sorry. Anyway. So we have the 5 of Wands with the Ace of Cups. That's very interesting. Somebody might feel like you have a lot of competition. Or like you feel like you have a lot of competition. It's like somebody's coming in here and it's like they're ready to fight. But like fight for what? Fight for love? Like that's what confuses me. There's a lot of fire behind this person. A lot of fire. Despite them having a lot of earth in their chart, there's a lot of fire. They could be like a rising fire sign or a moon and fire sign, or maybe they have like a Mars or something in a fire sign. Like it's a lot here. Even though the devil is Capricorn energy, I still get drawn to the fire that's like all over this card. And it's like there's some type of passion here. And then you have the fire in the Lovers card too. So somebody like wants to get something for themselves. And it's like that attitude. Again, it's like that business mentality of like, I want it, I'm going to have it. Like, I want it, I'm going to go get it. Like, this person's a go-getter, but like they might be a tad bit possessive. Not going to lie. This person, like, when they get you, like, you're going to know that, like, that's your person. Like, they're not going to really let you, like, they're not, like, possessive in a bad way, that at least that I'm picking up on. No, they're not like possessive in a negative way, because there's abundance and happiness here. They just don't want anybody else to have you. Like, I'm sorry to laugh, but it's like that energy, because it's like you might laugh, like you might find it humorous, and they're like, why do you think that's funny? Like, and you just might think that it's cute, and you're like, oh, that's kind of cute, like maybe you like that stuff, I don't know. But this person recognizes the amount of love that you have for yourself, and it's very appealing to them. And it's not in a narcissistic way. It's like they feel like you are on like the same level, like of understanding as they are. And I hate to put it in those terms because it kind of sounds a little bit like, you know, it's like, oh, she's on my level or he's on my level. But it's like this person respects you. They see you as like a motherly figure. They see you as somebody who can nurture something. They see you as somebody who can build with them. They see you as somebody who they could even have a business with or like start some type of like a very solid foundation with. However, it just might take you by surprise, especially with the storm warning and the Five of Wands. Like there might be competition surrounding this, or this person feels like there's competition around you, or they're gonna have to like compete with like another person to like get attention, and it's kind of like all in the meanwhile you're just kind of like la-di-da-di-da like I'm doing my own thing. Like, oh, that's way too many. But there's a lot of anxiety here too. This person, they might be very stoic, but they have a lot of anxiety, believe it or not. This person's the type of person where you could like look at them and like you would never know how they feel because they just keep a straight face, but inside they could be like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, like the whole time. But this person knows what they're doing. Like they're very successful at what they do. They probably have a business or they're in the process of starting a business. Wouldn't be surprised if the Emperor came out, to be completely honest with you. We have Justice. This is balanced. There's something karmically being balanced here. Because of your energy, something was balanced, and that's kind of cool. Because you actually did something here. By loving yourself and by stepping into the power of self-love and stepping into that energy and really embracing it and living it and like living your truth, you actually brought in some type of like justice to your own, like you manifested something in the process. You might not even know that you did it, but like you manifested something. You have the Nine of Cups at the top of the deck with the Ace of Swords and the Magician card. So it's like this is something that you probably manifested, or you might not have realized that you manifested it, and it's you have the Three of Pentacles here. So it's like something is here for you to work on, or you're going to feel like you have to work on this. It's kind of weird to put it that way though. You're using your intuition though to make a decision, which is very good. Like use your intuition. Because you're not afraid to like cut somebody out of your life, and this person knows that, which might be why this Five of Wands is here. Because I see this more as competition, because it's like you're fine with what you're doing, but you just might have a lot of a people. Wow, okay, good job. That's nice. Good grammar. You might have a lot of people who just want your attention, honestly. Like it's like people who want your attention. Like maybe you're talking to multiple people, or maybe you're dating and it's like you're getting to know multiple people. Like you're gonna have a couple different energies kind of push at you, because it's like they want to, I hate to say it like this, but it's like they want to win, you know. Obviously they want to come in and offer you stuff. But see, you have the Hermit card that kind of stuck out to me. So it's like this is a time for you to soul search. And there's that wind, where it's like something's getting blown in. I'm telling you, something's getting blown in. It's only a matter of time. Eight of Pentacles. Somebody's choosing to work on something. They're investing in something, especially over the Devil. There's an investment here. Somebody looks at something as an investment, or they're going to be working towards something that's an investment. It just hasn't been revealed yet. But they're putting it down. Like they're putting in work, and it could be on themselves. Because it's here. Yep, Tower card. There it is, right over the Moon card. Yeah, you're going to be surprised by whatever this is. It's like, it's coming in quick too. It's definitely coming in quick. You might get a message in the nighttime, or like in the evening. Whatever it is going to cause some type of foundation to crumble, and somebody's mask is going to be removed, and you're going to see the truth of a situation. But you might not know what to do though, because there's a couple different people in your energy. See what I'm saying? Don't confuse yourself. Listen to your intuition. Because this person is coming in, but it's like you have to use your best discernment here. Like Knight of Pentacles. This person's been very slow moving with the King of Wands. This person's going to come in very, very passionate, but they're coming in slow. But see, the Knight of Pentacles is one of the most reliable knights in the decks. Like, they get to where they're going. It's just they're kind of hesitating. They're like, okay, is it time yet? Should I go? Because they're watching something transform. They're watching, I believe, you transform, or they're watching you grow. They're watching you, like, transcend yourself. And that's powerful because this person recognizes the importance of doing the work. And that I have to give to them, because not a lot of people understand that or allow space for another person to do the work on themselves without interfering in selfish ways. And for this person to sit back and allow you to do the work that you need to do on yourself is very admirable, because they value you as a person. They value how you love yourself. And, like, that's amazing. Like, that is amazing. We have the Hierophant that just stuck out to me again, that Taurus energy, very strong. I don't know if you guys are, like, polar opposite. So you have the Death card. So take time out and reflect. Somebody feels like they missed an opportunity. Something is coming to a complete end and transforming into something new. Especially the Death card over the Tower card here. This is something that is going to be brought down, like some type of structure. Change your perspective here. I know that the Hangman didn't come out, but change your perspective about something. And intuitively, you will know what it is. And I'm not just saying that just because I'm up here reading. Like, I'm saying intuitively, tap in. Like, tap into your intuition, center yourself, listen to what your soul is trying to tell you, meditate, and I'm telling you, you're going to get the answers if you meditate on it. If you do something, like, you're going to get the answers that you're seeking from within yourself, and you're going to know what to do, because something is totally transforming. It's like something's coming back around. But it's like two people had to go through it in a very intense transformation. You guys might have, like, actually triggered each other over time. If this is someone from your past, then you definitely triggered each other over time. And you guys have, like, after you guys came in contact, you both had to, like, separate and, like, do your own type of growth and development. And now it's, like, finally, like, in the process of coming back together, which is, like, crazy. But yeah, your best advice is just keep doing you. Keep doing what you're doing, because what you're doing is bringing this in no matter which way you look at it. Like, doing what you're doing and taking care of yourself and putting yourself first is really what's going to bring this in, because it's time for you to focus on yourself, and don't lose that. Like, don't lose the ability to focus on yourself, because this is already on the way. You see what I'm saying? Like, you're going to get hit out of nowhere. The wind's going to blow it in, and you're going to be like, whoa, what is this? And it has something to do with communication. Honestly, so hang in there. But I hope that these messages helped. And I look forward to connecting with you guys soon. Take care.